Welcome to Board Games Daddy. Back on the board games today, a classic that I just played recently. It's Genius here in a non-English edition. Genius from Rainer Knizia. Um, this game was built the year 2004, so it's a 20-year game already by the time I'm shooting this video, and it feels like a domino slash azul game. Domino because you'll need to play colors accordingly, and azul because you'll be scoring by adjacency. And apparently there's an app for the game. I never played. So I was curious because this game has good ratings, and I had never played. So I'm going to show you what's inside at least this edition, this the Veer edition. So you have a reference, not a reference, this is a manual, just a piece of paper. The game is very simple, I will be able to explain you. So just a piece of paper explain the rules. And then this is the game board, which I'm going to open. I'm not sure if there are other editions for this game, because it's that kind of game that requires or demands for a proper boards and proper setup, the way, due to the reasons that I'm going to explain. So basically, players will have these tiles that you can fit here on these holes, and this is for up to 4 players around the board. Right, you can put your pieces here, and the other players will put their pieces like this, so you don't see what the other players have. Right, and then it plays like a domino, because if you're playing with just 2 face to face, you just use the white part of the board. If you're playing with 3, you can use the light or dark gray here. And if you are playing with 4 players, you can go also to the edge of this hexagon. Okay? And it's like a domino because in your turn, you will play a piece like this, okay? And then you score the adjacencies from the colors that you just placed. So it will be from here to there 1 point, and from here to there 2 points. And so when that happens, you have these interesting wooden cubes. I'm just going to drop them here, and every player have their own color board like this. Let's assume that this was my color board. I'm just going to put everything complete with a proper idea of what's happening. So I just scored 2 on the orange, and then I would move 2 here on the orange side. And then if I do something like, let's see, here like this, right, I would score just 1, and I would move 1 in the yellow. And then the player after, it just picks 1 and he goes there and puts his own there, right, and he scores 2 as well with their blues, and he moves on that side of the board. So the more the game goes, when you place your tiles, you'll be scoring lots of multipliers. So imagine where everything is filled with pieces, and you put strategically another piece, you may be scoring from that part of the board until the very edge of it if it's the same color, so you can score a lot. And you'll be moving these cubes along the way, and the game ends when no one else can place any piece in the board, and at that moment you just see where your cubes are, okay? And this game wins not by who is the furthest, right, but we check where every player has their last piece. Okay, so if my last piece was in this 2 column here, see 2, and the other players had their last pieces more in front, more ahead of the 2, so I won't be winning. No. So the winner would be the guy that has their last piece more in front of others. Okay, so if everyone had everything on 1 and I was the only one having my last piece on the 2, I would be the winner because my last piece is in front of everyone's last piece. In case of a tie, then we need to look at the other pieces and see which ones are more advanced. So it's a very simple game, and if you are able to, and it's easy to get your piece until the very end on the 18, you won't move anymore this piece. Even if you use pieces which have that color. But then when you do that and this arrives here, you have an extra play that you can play a second piece. So that's why this is like a domino and azul, because you'll be scoring adjacencies. There's nothing else in here in the box, right? It's a cool game, easy for kids. My kids enjoy it and they're very young. So it's a game that I recommend. You don't need to be a genius to play this, so I don't know from where the name comes from. It's not that difficult. It's a classic from Reiner Knizia, and I hope you enjoy this. If so, leave a like. Don't forget, leave a like, subscribe, help the channel to grow. I invite you to check my other videos. I have interesting stuff for board games, card games in general, so I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Goodbye.